Okay, so we're going to go over the February stats. We're going to do the total summary of everything that happened in the month of February. And as we talk about on our weekly market reports, the weekly market reports are great because they give us the as close to current information as possible. And then we do these monthly market reports so we can kind of see the trend of what's going on. So we're going to dive into these numbers and we're going to look and we're going to show you exactly what's been going on over the last 28 days for February. Reason we wait until about the middle of the next month to do these reports is because we want to have enough time for all of the information, all the closings and everything to get in and get calculated for us to use these numbers. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this and let's look at the numbers. All right, so for the month of February, you can see this is our new listings as a first category we're going to look at. We had 171 listings in February of 2023. So that was down from January. And if you look at February of 2022, it was 330. So 171, that's pretty close to half. So a significant drop in inventory over the month of February, year over year. And then the number of sales, same situation, it's like less than half. So we had 95 transactions. Now this is in the section of the market that we do this market report in. So this is in Vienna, Great Falls, and McLean. So there were 95 transactions in those markets over the month of February in 2023. And if you look at February 2022, there were 229, so less than half of the transactions. So overall market volume has certainly been down, and we've seen that across the board since the interest rates started going up in June. We saw this dropping down. So certainly a decrease in market volume. There are national reports out there that are saying that that's the case, and those reports are accurate. There is a lot less activity out there. But does that mean prices are coming down? Well, let's look and see. So total days on market. So the days on the market for February 2023 was 49. Days on market of February 2022 was 53. So the properties are actually going off the market quicker. The low inventory certainly helps that because buyers really don't have much to choose from, and if they're serious about buying, they've got to buy what's there. So days on market came down a little bit. If you go to months of inventory, so this is the absorption rate. This is how we determine on a broad scale whether we are in a buyer's market or a seller's market. And anything around a 6 months of inventory is going to be considered a neutral market. So anything below 6 months is considered a seller's market, and obviously the lower, the stronger the seller's market. Anything above 6 months would be considered a buyer's market. So if you look at February of 2023, it was 5 months, so it's still a seller's market. February 2022, it was 4 months, so it's a little bit of a weaker seller's market. But it was still a seller's market. You can see that January is all the way up at 7 months, and it's been a while since we've seen that number. But that inventory level came from this November-December timeframe. We had a significant slowdown in buyer activity and inventory. In fact, if you go back up here to our weekly market report, you can see right around here, this is November, December, you can see that we were actually in a buyer's market. So there was an opportunity there for buyers to actually be able to negotiate and get transactions, get somewhat discounts. If it was a property that wasn't priced right, you were able to get a discount. If it was a property that was priced right, you couldn't get a discount. So anyway, so yeah, we had 5 months of inventory. So based on this, we kind of are year over year kind of moving more towards that neutral market. So we'll see what happens as we follow the next couple of months. Sales price has not really changed a whole lot. You can see that it kind of goes up and down as it moves along. It was actually lower in August and September than it was in February. This month, okay, so 1,050,000, and then February here was so it's about 25,000 down. So it's just remember that what median sales price is. Median sales price it's the actual number that falls in the middle of all the sales. So if we had 11 sales, the top 5 sales would be on top, or the top number, the bottom 5 sales, and then whatever number falls right here, that's the median sales price. So that just means that's the prices that people were buying. It doesn't really indicate the value of a property. To know if values are coming down, especially when it's like this, where it's kind of staying steady. You actually have to look at each individual property. And if you start seeing properties that you expect to sell and that market value for those is 500,000 and you start seeing them sell for 450, then you're like, okay, we're seeing a little bit of a market drop. We haven't seen that happen, but that's what that would indicate. This is just an example of what median sales price is. And okay, so what do we anticipate happening? Again, I've gone over this pretty much every month, but I just wanted to run through this with you real quick. The monthly mortgage, so fixed rate mortgage average, this is your blue line, and then your median home sale prices. So you'll see that home sale prices just steadily rise. And no matter what the insurance rates are doing, even when they were at between 17 and 20%, home sale prices were still rising. We have seen a significant jump up here. Interest rates have started to kick up, but there's really no direct correlation between interest rates and home values. Now, we are seeing a strong correlation between interest rates and sales volume, but is that truly about interest rates or is it about inventory? Because if you go back over here, you can see that the number of new listings has just plummeted. So what's the cause? Is it the fact that there are no properties on the market, so that means there's nothing for the buyers to buy, or is it the fact that there are no buyers? So the only way that we're going to know the answer to this is if we see an uptick in inventory that will allow us to see if the buyer activity kicks up with that. So we'll watch over the summer and see what happens here and see what we kind of move into with regards to the market. But just going back down here again, just real quick review, you can see that the purple marks here, these are recessions that I went through and did some research on and marked. And even in the times of recession, except for 2007, 8, and 9, the property values have continued to slowly and steadily increase. 2007, 8, and 9, you did see a significant drop, and that was because of the real estate market was the actual reason for the recession. So these are the numbers that we have. This is the information that we have. Are we expecting prices to start coming down? It's really, it's not looking like it. It's looking like inventory is so low right now and it's going to continue to be low. Sorry, my son's getting a snack. Inventory is going to continue to be low, so I don't anticipate us seeing a significant price of value drop in properties. The only way that's going to happen is if inventory goes up and buyer activity does not match it and it stays there for an extended period. That would mean that supply outweighed demand, and that would mean that we would probably see prices coming down. So we'll just keep on watching week by week, month by month, and we'll see what happens. If you find this interesting or information helpful, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel and please be sure to share those reports. All right, we'll see you on the next market report, which will be our weekly market report. Have a great day.